Good morning, Dirtfish Rally friends. Saturday morning here in Sweden. What a day we have in front of us. It was spectacular out there yesterday, wasn't it? Snowed all day long and caused all manner of issues for our drivers and our crews. It was one of those days that we won't forget, with those WRC 2 cars winning stages. Kalle Rovanperä, Oyt Tanak in the same stage having issues. Oliver Solberg finishing the day in third place. It was remarkable. That was down to the weather, by the way, folks. Absolutely down to the accumulation of snow on the surface. What are we going to have today, though? Well, it's a more traditional day. We hope the sun comes out nice and cold. Stages should be in almost perfect condition. Difficult, mind you, difficult for our first car on the roads. Oyt Tanak, difficult for Kalle and Joni as well, I'm sure of that. Their stages will have been ploughed, but there'll still be very much a cleaning job to do out there. As you can see, guys keeping themselves warm. Kalle is in the car, getting himself together, hands device going on. Joni just checking those boot pins. We saw that yesterday. So easy to make sure. Good morning, Joni. You well this morning?
Yes, always.
Car's good?
I guess so. Let's see the stages.
See the stages. This interesting first stage as well. Could be brand new stage this. There's a little bit of everything in here. It could be really interesting indeed. I think it could be a lot of fun, that opening stage. Brand new one, Joni. It's sometimes difficult in these conditions with new stages just to judge the exact pace with the jumps and the compressions and the corners.
Yeah, but well, yesterday we had an issue in old stage, so I don't know.
Yeah.
For me, it's all the same. We anyway do the recce, so it's the same.
It's a nice looking stage, though, this one, we're told.
Yeah, it's nice, and today is actually a bit more like the characteristics of the stages are a bit nicer than yesterday. So okay, like a bit more corners, but yesterday, like we all know, the conditions were quite interesting.
They were. Really bad luck. These boys, thank you and best of luck, Joni. These boys were a little bit unlucky yesterday, but it just wasn't going their way early on. I remember the stage before Kalle Rovanperä went off. He said, I'm just not feeling it. I'm really not feeling it out here. It's embarrassing. There we go. Look, good morning, Lorenzo. We'll catch up in a second with Lorenzo Bertelli. He's going for a little walk. There is the man, Oyt Tanak. Problems yesterday on the same stage as Kalle Rovanperä. They're all set to go first on the road. It'll be a big, well, yeah, it'll be difficult. A big ask for, obviously, Oyt today. What's his plan? Well, his plan is to get a feeling for the stages today ahead of tomorrow. Not to do anything silly. He's got plenty of new tyres for tomorrow. He's looking at those 12 points tomorrow that are up for grabs. But today is about getting back into the car, getting a feeling for these stages ahead of a very big push, I'm sure, tomorrow. A little bit of snow still in the air. I don't know whether this is coming down or whether it's just blowing off the trees. Difficult to tell. The forecast is not for any more snow, but that is just a very fine amount of snow coming down. Oyt heading off. We'll grab a word with Gregoire Munster. He had an interesting day yesterday. Oyt heading into the stage. Brand new stage, as we've said, this one. As Joni told us, all three stages today, little more character in them than we saw yesterday. Yesterday's were fast stages, really fast, lots of long straights. Today, more technical, more jumps, a little bit slower. There we go, that final door close. That's part of the routine for the drivers, and you'll notice they all do that. Before they head off, they just open the door once again and they give it a proper ping closed. Now, let's have a word with Gregoire. He had a really interesting day yesterday. Louis just checking things out. Round this side, Elliot. Very quick word. Just warming up there, Gregoire. It's a colder morning today. Yesterday, is it fair to... Was it fun? It was challenging, but was there much fun to be had out there yesterday?
Yeah, no, not really. It's a bit sad to say that driving with such a car is not that fun in this condition. But yeah, that's part of the rally. Sometimes the condition turn a bit badly, and you just have to deal with it.
You dealt with it very well yesterday. You kept it on the roads. Today could be maybe a more a straightforward day. We're not expecting so much snow. You'll be pleased about that.
Yeah, exactly. We are starting a bit more in front, so we want to have the cleanest condition as possible. It's now -degrees, so it should be a hard surface. Hopefully it doesn't get like yesterday.
Well done yesterday for keeping it together. Gregoire Munster was very entertaining yesterday. He really was. He goes about things in a very professional way, but he goes about it with the right sort of attitude. I love his attitude. 2 spare tyres. A lot of the boys went out with 1 yesterday. There's no point in Gregoire going out with 1 spare tyre. He might as well take 2. You can see, you're going to see a lot of this today. You know what? All of these body panels are very, very expensive, and just about every car was knocking off, the liner underneath the wheel arch, the coverings of the wheel arches, the rear bumpers, the front wheel arches. They were all being knocked and bumped and taken off yesterday. If you can repair rather than replace, it makes sense, because I'll tell you, guaranteed that by the end of, well, maybe this stage, certainly the second stage, there'll be more damage to those rear panels. No point in just destroying more kit when you can repair. Let's have a very quick word with Lorenzo Bertelli, my favourite Italian. Lorenzo, it was tough out there yesterday, but today we're expecting better conditions. Might be a touch easier, a touch more fun.
Yes, I hope so. But yeah, yesterday was challenging. Not the ice packy like road that you expect when you come in Sweden, but was okay. This is rallying, so it's fine.
Was it possible to enjoy yesterday? Did you enjoy much of the driving?
Yeah, some moment, yeah, quite a lot. Yeah. Other less, but yes, absolutely.
You did a good job keeping it on the road. Well done.
Ciao.
There we are, Lorenzo Bertelli. I've still got the light pods on. This is interesting. Did the other? I didn't notice the other cars. No. Interesting. They've elected to keep the light pods on. Yeah, if it had been as overcast as yesterday, it was very, very gloomy with the clouds and the snow yesterday morning. You might have chosen the light pods, but obviously Lorenzo, he's taken that decision. Radiator blanks, yeah. A reminder, it generally goes either right in front of the co-driver, sometimes on the driver's steering wheel. They're on Velcro, these little Velcros. Look, to keep the little signs on. When they talk about the radiator blanks, well, there aren't any on. They sit in front of here and they stop the cold air going in and lowering the engine temperature. You want to keep the engine temperature up to an optimal level. Now, we've seen it before. We saw it with Danny Sordo in Sweden a few years ago. Co-driver forgetting to take the blanks off, the car overheating. It can be terminal. It's a terrible thing. And co-drivers, they very rarely make mistakes, but when they do, sadly, it can be very public. Thierry Neuville, interesting day for Thierry yesterday. First on the road was such a struggle yesterday. But Thierry, you got a job to do this morning. You told us last night it's about catching those WRC2 cars and getting yourself some points at the end of the day.
Yeah.
How'd you go about that? Is it a push from the first stage?
I don't think we need to push that hard to catch the WRC2 cars, but we need to have a decent run through, a trouble-free run, and you never know what happens. So we need to be right there and see what's going on.
You're always right there. Any changes? Different style, different characteristic to the stages today? Any changes to the car?
No changes to the car, or no major change. Stages a bit more bumpy, I would say, today, and quite technical to kick off. Yeah.
It'll be fun out there. More fun than yesterday. Good luck.
Sure. Thank you.
There we go. Thierry Neuville, big job to do today. Really looking to project himself. Don't forget, WRC2 cars can score these Saturday points, but only for the championship. So WRC2 cars finishing in front today of Thierry, they take points off him. So it's critical he gets past as many as he can. Again, it is complex in this regard. WRC2 cars score Saturday points for the championship, the World Championship, but not the WRC2 Championship. Makes sense to you? Right. Anyway, at some point, I will stop banging on about the points. But I'm just not sure of it. I'm really not. It is a little bit of snow coming down. We didn't expect it. Look, it's a little darker over there. Not enough to affect the conditions on the stage. We saw yesterday the accumulation gathering really quickly with proper heavy snow. Not enough of that today to make any changes. I'm being pointed at, this is interesting. First rally of the season. Well, just ask Elvin about this. Really important. In the past, we've not had the drivers' national flags on the air intakes on the top of the Toyotas. We saw that changed for Monte Carlo, but Elvin had the British flag. Elvin, we're delighted to see the Welsh flag on your car this weekend. You obviously asked for that or told them they were going to do it.
I asked for it, yeah.
Good. How are you feeling this morning, Elvin?
Okay, yeah, good, thanks.
Big job ahead, though.
Yeah, sure. But
how's your
rally?
big battle with Adrian? Do you feel do you have to take any risks to catch him, or do you feel your pace will be enough to get past him today?
No, we have to focus on driving well. For sure, he's been driving well all rally so far. So you can take nothing for granted in this game.
I do like this coat, by the way. That's very nice. Look, it's got good luck, by the way, Alvin. Good luck. So look, my furry liner is a funny colour. His is a nice kind of purpley colour. Faux fur they call it. We don't use real fur these days. TGR clothing supplier. That'll be, if it was minus 30, minus 40, he'd still be toasty there. That's for sure. Yeah, Adrian Fourmaux. A little bit of a job to do. Clearly, he's got to get past Oliver Solberg. That will happen, I suspect, in this stage. That's those blanks we were talking about. They need to come off. They stay on the road sections. They build a bit of temperature in that engine. Cold air not going through the engine. They don't, on the road sections, they don't affect the car enough so that it overheats. That just doesn't happen. But if you leave it on when they're in stage modes, the blanks, and the car is operating at an enormous heat and enormous revs, an enormous cooling capacity required when you get those temperatures in the engine. If you leave the blanks on, all manner of issues. As I say, it was in Sweden maybe 10 years ago. It was Mark Marty and Danny Sordo. Mark Marty left the blanks on very late on Saturday as well. And Sordo stopped halfway through the stage, cooked his engine. It was all over. So easy to do. It's why they have those little aid memoirs, those little Velcro stickers. One here as well. Look, Elliot, where are you, Elliot? Come around here. We're talking about. Come around here. You can see again in front of Alex, just that removed blank. It's a big last-minute reminder. You might think, well, that's a little bit over the top. Not at all. You need every little reminder. I need, as you get older, every little reminder. Anything that's slightly different that needs changing, that's not part of your normal routine, you need a little reminder. What? Sorry? Quick words, very quick word. What a day you had yesterday, Adrian. A great day ahead. Potentially today, but a big battle with this man here, I suspect.
Yeah, for sure the gap is there, but it's not a big one. So we'll see. We'll see if we can catch, if we can keep him behind us. If not, it's still better than what I expected. So to be fair, I'm quite happy to be top 3 now, but probably top 4 or top 3. It's already a good result.
And feeling more comfortable with the car now. I know yesterday was a difficult day to find rhythm, to find comfort, but are you feeling more comfortable with it? You talked about it, difficult to find the braking zones when you don't have the experience.
For sure the confidence was coming in the morning, but in the afternoon it's more the type of conditions where you could lose the confidence. So I hope I will just get the confidence back as it was yesterday morning.
Good luck. We enjoyed it yesterday. It was a great drive from Adrian Fourmaux. It really was. Mustn't forget, lack of experience here, lack of experience in the Rally 1 car. Still enormous pressure on Fourmaux. He did a remarkable job in Monte Carlo. Malcolm Wilson has talked for a number of years about that young man's potential. He's tested a lot of people's patience over the years, but it's very much a different Fourmaux we're seeing this year, and you can tell it in his demeanour, in his style, in the way he projects himself, and you can very much tell it in the way that he approaches the stages. He's not in a battle with Katsuta-san. Katsuta is in a battle with Espeka Lappi. Whoa, right. Where is Lappi is the question. He may have stopped a little bit further back. Lappi isn't quite here yet. We're just checking on the tracker where Espeka is. Listen, look at this. We've got lines. This is the obvious place to stop. We are a kilometre and a bit from the start line. It's the obvious place to stop. It's wide, it's straight, no danger here. You can work on the car. Some drivers do select to stop a little bit further away from the rest of the pack, just to give themselves a little bit of quiet time, a little bit of contemplative time. They know that we won't be there, and that does happen, particularly on a day like today, where someone like Esa-Pekka has such a big job to do. This man's got a big job to do. Aaron Johnson. Look, he's got his own beanie, look. A. Johnson with the Irish flag. Very cool. Very cool. I like your beanie with your name on the back. Is that in case what, they get mixed up, or in case you forget?
No, so we remember our name.
Good luck today. There we go. He's a lovely lad. We love him a lot. Now, shall I check the tracker? Or are we comfortable? Are we comfortable? He's a bit further back. James, are you checking the tracker? Have you found Esa-Pekka?
It's not loading.
That's not loading. It's not loading. It's the dreaded wheel of doom going round and round and round. Okay, well there we go, folks. If we do manage to find Esa-Pekka, we will let you know. We might take a little drive back and just make sure all is okay. I'm sure there's absolutely nothing to worry about, but we will take a little drive back, see if we can find Esa-Pekka. But if we can't, folks, there is a wonderful day ahead. The stage already underway. Tanak is into the stage. It's going to be a cracker. Stick with us. Dirtfish.com, Dirtfish Live Centre. If you miss any of the action today, go to dirtfish.com, press the Dirtfish Live Centre button, and you will catch up on all of the action, the news, the drama, plenty of pictures, little videos from us, little behind the scenes, taking you on our little journey through day 2 of Rally Sweden. Thanks very much, folks, for joining us on our little morning walk with the drivers here at Rally Sweden.